everybody, welcome to Dackman Productions and welcome to Conahey Southern, my HO layout. For those who are fans of Dackman Productions, if you missed it, I did start dabbling into HO a little bit. And no, I did not give up on O gauge. So I'm going to keep mentioning that so people don't think I abandoned O gauge, which I didn't. So my focus on Conahey Southern for HO is modern day today's trains and locomotives and rolling stock, because I believe that HO is a lot more accurate when it comes to that, and there's a lot more choices in today's modern rolling stock and locomotives in HO than there is in O gauge. So I've had a couple fans who've already asked me questions on my HO layout that I started, which is currently 4x8. I am going to expand on that here shortly this year. But so the question was, what locomotives do I run, or what ones did I pick out? So I picked out two brand names of locomotives with the help of Sterling Ravenhawk, and he knows that I have high expectations for quality and details and stuff like that. So the two locomotive brands that I run are Scale Trains and Athearn Genesis. So today I'm going to focus on Scale Trains. Now the Scale Trains locomotives, in my opinion, bar none, have the best details of any HO locomotive that I've seen so far. That includes the Athearn Genesis, the Atlas Gold series. They have a ton of detail. The lighting features on them are great. They come with lock sound, ESU lock sounds in them. They're just overall they're just well detailed, and I mean they're a little bit more expensive than many other HO locomotives out there, but you got to remember the amount of details that they come with is it's overwhelming how well detailed they are. So if you're looking for locomotives that are really well detailed, in my opinion, look at Scale Trains. It's been a year and a month since I started this HO project, and I would say out of that year I probably ran trains for 9 to 10 months, running on basically a loop. And you know, my intention was to have, even though it's 4x8 and compact, I wanted delivery points. But we'll talk about how I came up with this track plan and all that stuff in a different video. I just wanted to focus on the locomotive power for this one. So going back to the Scale Trains subject, I noticed that I was buying all Scale Trains locomotives in the beginning because they made a lot of stuff that I wanted, and I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to get it later on because I had that. And in the world of O gauge, it's very limited production, and if you don't jump on it, you lose out, and it goes for double, triple the price later, even if you can find it. That doesn't seem to happen that often in HO, and if they run out of something, they'll just rerun it again. So it's cool that they do that, so it doesn't drive the prices up on a secondary market. But I did notice or have a couple issues with the Scale Trains product. So I just got back a repair from Scale Trains. Actually, it was an exchange. It wasn't a repair. They actually exchanged it out. So I have this, and we'll get it out on the track and look at it. So we have a Scale Trains GE ES44AH. This was one of the ones that I really wanted for my layout because it's just one of those modern day locomotives you see a lot of. And so I was running it on the track, and all of a sudden It just I stopped the train to do something, and when I went to start it back up again, that was it. It all it had was sounds. It wouldn't move forward. It wouldn't move backwards. It would not do anything other than make sounds. And I knew if it was making sounds, it wasn't a track problem, but I still put it on a different piece of track. I tried to do a factory reset. Nothing. So I contacted Scale Trains through their email, and their email is on the website for support. I'll put the link to that in the description of this video. And he got back to me. You got to realize this is a company, so they got back to me what I thought was reasonable within the 2-day time period. They contacted me. They gave me a repair order number and told me where to send it, and even sent me a prepaid shipping label. And that was it was all these things that they're doing to make to correct the problem, and it makes me happy that they were trying this hard to solve this issue for me. So I sent it away, and they did tell me it takes 30 to 35 days for any repairs. And I thought that was more than reasonable compared to some of the stuff that happens in the world of O gauge. I've heard people waiting almost a year for parts from certain manufacturers in O gauge. So I just can't imagine that. I would not be happy about. But I thought the 30 to 35 day turnaround was more than reasonable. And so I got it back today. It was roughly exactly. It was I think it was right on the button, right around 33 days, 34 days. And they left me a note. They exchanged the whole entire unit out, and even programmed the the cab number for me, which I had already originally done in the original unit. So I appreciate that. So that's what I call customer satisfaction. They even programmed the cab number in it for me, so I don't have to worry about doing it. And we're going to go ahead and open this up. Really glad to have this back again, because I just enjoy the modern stuff. All right, so we got the unit back on the track. We're going to go ahead and fire this thing up. What I like about HO is you can actually make the individual lights come on and sounds separately. That's what I like about HO. And O gauge, you turn the locomotive on and everything comes on. DCC, you can control the things separately. Alright, so let's see how it does. Alright, so that was fixed. And previously, last year, I had an issue with the 911 unit. The motor went out of that, and they put a brand new motor in that. So, so this one's had a new motor, and this one was a total exchange. So let's take a look at the fleet of scale trains that I do have. So we have this CSX ES44AH, and then we go along into the CSX Pride and Service locomotives, which are all ES44ACs. And I really like these units. And I had these in O gauge at one time, and I sold them all off. The main disappointment was that Lionel had advertised the CSX Pride and Service Police Enforcement locomotive with the blue and the red ditch light, and instead it came with clear ones. So to me, it wasn't advertised. It didn't arrive as advertised. Not to mention that Lionel forgot graphics on 2 out of the 3, and then didn't even get the paint job correct on the military one. But Scale Trains did offer the law enforcement one with the blue and red ditch lights. Let's check it out real quick. Okay, up for the next ones, we have an ET 44AH, and then an AC 4400, and then another ES 44AC, which is actually a Norfolk Southern Heritage unit. I do have the Scale Trains CSX Conrail Heritage unit on pre-order as well. And lastly, I have the Scale Trains CSX SD40-3. Those were CSX rebuilds, and they used those for switchers, which is what I'm going to do here in my facility for the grain service. I'm going to use it for switching. So far, my adventure into HO has been pretty exciting, and I've been having fun with it. Definitely in the build of the stuff as well. People who saw the layout and pictures and the video were pretty impressed by the build. And for 4x8 layout, I have 4 facilities that I can deliver to, and I think that's pretty cool to have that many places to deliver to in a little 4x8 area. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like the HO side of DACman Productions, don't forget to leave comments. When I go back to the Great Scale Train Show in Timonium, which is mostly an HO video or HO train show, there are O gauge there. I will start to focus back on bringing the HO videos to you guys, so make sure you look out for them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this edition of Conahey Southern HO, and looking forward to bringing you guys more HO content in the future. Won't be as often as O gauge, but I still will bring it to you time to time again. I'm also going to put together a video of the build on this. It won't be a complete one because about a quarter or halfway into the build, it's like it was just slowing me down too much. So it'll be mostly photos rather than video, because I just stopped video. It was just slowing me down too much. But hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed the run. And we'll catch you guys trackside. Goodbye.